This video will explain how to create a procedural paper texture in Blender. First, press Shift A to add a plane, add a camera, and set up the lighting. In this case, I will move the camera directly above the plane so that I can see the texture clearly. For the light, I'm using a pre-made environment texture, which I'm not gonna go into in this video. Now, go to the shader editor and make sure your plane is selected. Press Shift A and add a noise texture. For now, plug it into the base color of the principal BSDF. This is just to visualize the noise. Set the dimension to 3D, set the scale to around 150 or higher, and detail can be around 10, roughness around 0.6. I will leave linearity and distortion as default. Now press Shift A and add a bump node. Connect the factor of the noise texture to the height of the bump and connect the normal of the bump to the normal of the principled BSDF. You can disconnect the noise texture from the base color and set the bump strength to around 0.6. You now have a paper texture, and you can switch to the rendered view. And this works both in Eevee and Cycles. This setup gives a rough cold press watercolor paper look. If you want smoother paper, increase the scale and decrease the bump. You can also add a color ramp to fine-tune the texture defined in the noise texture if you want. As another option, if you want the more natural paper look, add another noise texture and color ramp. You can simply duplicate what we had before and plug the color ramp into the base color of the principled BSDF. For the noise texture, we can keep the same setting, except we should set the scale lower than the bump, in this case to around 100. And in the color ramp, choose two earthy tones, dark and light. Move those two color stops to about 1/3 from the left and keep them close to each other. This setting should simulate small color variations from paper fibers. And that's it. Thank you.